Greetings, everyone. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing today? Oh my goodness. I have been resting for the last couple of days. That Sagittarius full moon it hit the ball out of the park. And I had to lay down. Like, I literally had to lay down. I have gleaned incredible lessons from the Sagittarius full moon that I feel like I want to say I didn't know before. Like, I didn't know how it applied to me, but now I'm starting to see how it applies to me. And so, first of all, happy Venus Day, everyone. Today is the day that Venus rules. Venus Day is also the day that I ask for donations. So if you would like to donate, if you benefit from this work, it gives you something that helps you translate your life in a new way. If that is valuable to you and you want to donate, I would love that. You can do that at $ Cash App. No, that's not right. $ Monique Ruffin, which is at Cash App, or you can do it at Venmo, which is @ Monique-Ruffin, or at PayPal, Monique C. Ruffin, MoniqueCRuffin@gmail.com. And thank you. I really appreciate it. So, the astrology is mind-blowing right now. The Sagittarius full moon. Whew, my goodness. I literally am speechless, honestly, which I rarely am. You know, I have a Gemini moon and I'm a Virgo, so talking, and I have Mercury in Libra and Venus in Libra in the 7th house. I can talk all day long. So when I can't talk, that's interesting to me. And so let me say what I have experienced in this Sagittarius full moon. The Sagittarius energy is about truth. It is about the truth, and it is the spiritual truth. It's sort of like the good side. If there's a thing, there's not a thing, but if there were a thing, as humans, we like to think in concepts of good and bad. Sagittarius is the good side of Jupiter, and Pisces would be the opposite of the good side of Jupiter. And they are both Jupiter ruled. Pisces is also ruled by Neptune, and Neptune brings this spiritual energy that can be very confusing because you have to make it into something. Sagittarius is more clarified. Pisces is very murky. It's unformed energy. And so the unformed energy can become things that you're not sure. Oh my God, what happened? Well, I didn't mean this. Like, I didn't know. But Sagittarius is not that. Sagittarius is, if you have done the work, you're going to land on your feet. Sagittarius is lucky as fuck. Okay? And so Sagittarius is the blessings. It is. But the blessings are not, we cannot think about them in this binary way. It's not good or bad. It's not. Because if you're someone who's been focusing on something negative, Sagittarius will bless that. It will give you more of that. So it's not good or bad. I remember once I used to work at this law firm, and there was a woman, I was the receptionist, so I talked to everybody at the law firm. And there was a woman who was a paralegal, and every day she would complain. Every single day. Every day, I mean, I worked there for a couple of years. Every day I would listen to her. This is wrong. This is wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. This is wrong. Every day. And I used to just be baffled. I used to be baffled by it. Like, wow, that's so interesting. I didn't understand at the time that I was creating my reality. So if I had someone in my reality who was being very negative, that they were reflecting something in me. I didn't know that then, like I know now. because that's the law of this reality, and I didn't know the law of the reality at the time. But one day she came back to work and she had cancer and she died. And I was so clear that she had generated that. And that's what I'm saying about Jupiter. It will bless anything. So this woman was in a negative mindset. She was constantly in a story that something was wrong, and Jupiter blessed that. It gave her more of what she was focusing on. And that thought form took her out of this body. No judgment, no nothing. It's just important to understand how it works. And oftentimes we can have thought forms running in us that are ancestral, that are patterned before our own egoic structure took form, and it's running you, and you don't know it's running you, and it's an ego negative pattern, that Jupiter will bless that. So one of the things that is very important that I often see with people who have a lot of Sagittarius energy. Now, Sagittarius, these people are very lucky. They really are. But we're coming into a time now on the planet where you have to do the math. You don't get to just... You're not going to continue to... You're landing in your creations. Let's say it that way. You're landing in your creations. And so if things look a certain way and you don't understand why, just know that it's there because you created it somehow. It's not a mistake. It's you. It's you, right? So if things are going on that seem like they're out of your control, that, oh, they're doing this, it's not that out there. It's you. It's coming from inside of you. And so like right now, I currently am having a money thing going on, and I see it, and I'm not doing anything different. I literally am not doing anything to try to generate money, because I'm really more interested in seeing how it is I'm generating this experience that I would say is undesirable than trying to get to somewhere else. I want to undo the code that has been running me, that has this thing going on. And as I've been sitting with it, what was revealed to me is that I have not been taking responsibility, which means that I have not been in integrity with what it is that I'm really up to. I couldn't see it. It was in a blind area for me. I could not see it, but now I do. Because I see that there's something I'm doing that's generating this experience that I say is undesirable. And what is it that I'm doing? Like the woman at my job who was always in the negative. I'm a Virgo. I have a lot of Virgo energy, and Virgo energy can be trapped in fixing from the perspective that something is wrong, which creates in me the absence of gratitude. It's like, let me tell y'all, I have transformed my life from the very cores from the darkness of hell. I have transformed my life. I grew up in sheer violence. I grew up in environments where gun violence was going on, where my parents were fighting. My mother had black and blue eyes. My grandmother was poor. I grew up in all sorts of manner of mayhem and chaos and confusion. And my life is beautiful. I am healthy. I'm a gorgeous woman. Every time I go out, people love me and adore me. People are happy to see me come. I bring bounty to everything that I do. I am assisting people in ways that people didn't even know that they could be assisted. I am living my passion and my joy beautifully and magnificently. And then there can be something in me because of that Virgo that's like, okay, well, let's tweak this a little more. But I forgot to say, but look at how much you've done. Oh my God, look at how beautiful it is. Look at how it's coming along. I'm fixed on the thing that isn't quite there yet, because that is my program. And now this Sagittarius full moon came in and said, you are out of integrity. You are not honoring your creative power in the ways that should be honored, that is best for you. And then I also got to see in my family system, I have been doing so much work in my family system to transmute the stuff that I grew up with, to the point now that the people who are born into my family don't even know where we come from. They don't know that we grew up in utter violence. They don't know that my grandmother, that the people who raised us, they don't know it, because that is, we've transformed it that much. I am so grateful. I am so grateful that I have been able to do what I was set to do. I am deeply grateful that the things that I am doing are working. The choices that I have made are paying off. I am so grateful that my voice is resonant and people are hearing me and their lives are changing. I am grateful. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be a leader. Thank you for listening. Thank you for participating. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because the gratitude seals the work. It actually brings it out of the invisible and into the seen. And so I'm grateful. I have been here for years having this conversation. I am so grateful for each and every one of you who shows up, who's doing the work, who meets me and greets me, who sends private messages, who books readings, who sends donations. I am grateful that you are a validation of what's going on inside of me. Thank you. 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 And so with that, the moon is now in Capricorn, and Capricorn says we must be in integrity. You have to seal it up. You have to, it's like when things finish off and come into life. That's all I can really say. So today is a Venus day. Venus is in Taurus. Venus is in Taurus. And Venus in Taurus is lavish. It's literally like bounty. It's the celebration of what you have. It's the counting of the blessings. It's the, Venus in Taurus is lush and rich and beautiful and music and art and all of that. And so today is a day for us to really lavish in the work that we've done, through gratitude, though, through an understanding that you have devoted yourself, that you are showing up for yourself, that you love yourself, and in you being devoted to yourself and loving yourself and caring for yourself and nurturing yourself, in that, as above, because if you do it to yourself, if you love yourself, so below, everything around you will reflect that back to you. It becomes a reflection of health and wholeness and well-being. And so today is the day that we literally begin to take stock, take inventory of how you show up in your life. And in the places, it's not an all or nothing. Like, I find for me that I show up in some ways really incredibly, and then there are places where I still get to grow. I still get to grow as someone who is learning how to care for my body, care for my psyche. I'm still learning herbs that help me heal. I'm still learning how to clean my house and make sure that my spiritual environment is clean, making sure that my emotional environment, I'm still learning, but I'm grateful for all that I have come to up till now. I'm deeply grateful for the people that I'm able to impact, for the people that impact me. I'm deeply grateful. And so with the moon in Capricorn and the sun in Gemini at the 22nd degree, this is the degree of that rules Capricorn. And so you want to really today shore up your structures, shore them up. What are the things what are the systems that you have in place that have gotten you here, that have allowed you to have the level of success that you're experiencing? What systems are in place? And then what else is necessary, right? So what story are you telling yourself? And here's the thing. Your words, write it down, because while the sun is in Gemini, we have the sun in Gemini for another week. The Gemini energy is about speaking things into existence. So this is a really great energy to begin the process of really reprogramming ourselves, because we live in a mental energy, a mental reality. And Gemini is the mental reality. It's the intellect. It's the mind. So you want to program your mind to new ways of being, to new thoughts. And you want to, like, literally how I do that is I see where I am, and now I'm going to program my mind into gratitude, into celebration, into anticipation and expectation of more good. I'm going to program myself to begin to look for the good, look for the God, look for the love, look rather than looking for what else needs to be fixed. Rather than looking for what still needs my attention that's going wrong, what needs my attention that I've actually accomplished. I'm so grateful. Thank you that I've accomplished this. You know, I have been able to heal my family system in profound ways. My family is shifting. I had a profound conversation with my niece the other day, and she told me something that I had done that really hurt her, is what I'll say. I did something that hurt her, and I didn't really take responsibility for it. Like, she bought it to me a while ago, and I didn't think that it was as impactful. I didn't get that it was as impactful as she said. And I didn't get it because I wasn't willing to be responsible. I wasn't willing to take responsibility. And what I saw, that I have been afraid of my power. I have been afraid. Many of us are afraid of our power. And Saturn is power. And when you have discipline and you're doing things on a regular basis, it builds your power. And many of us have been afraid of our power because of ancestral trauma, because of trauma this lifetime, because of fear of not fitting in, because of a deep desire to belong, and to belong in a world that ostracizes people for being different. So we reject the parts of ourselves that are different, which is where our power is. It becomes a shadow. And so because I was afraid of my power, I didn't want to believe that I could actually do something to be harmful, because I walk around being so fucking nice. I'm so nice. And I didn't see it. And when she said it, I couldn't deny it. I couldn't miss it. So I get to take responsibility for what I'm putting out in the world and how it comes back. Understanding that I'm the creator of my reality. I'm the creator of my reality. So my family member gave me something invaluable to see. And it's important for me to understand how my energy works, how my power works, how I'm impacting people. And this is why I invite you all to come into Daughters of the 13 Moons, because it's a container. And we need containers for this work. And so I am here, and when I'm here, I give you this much. And this is not enough that's going to shift your reality into who you're meant to be, because it would be irresponsible for me to give you all of it. So I encourage you to book your readings, your coaching sessions. Come and join Daughters of the 13 Moons if you are someone who is interested in truly building your power and accessing the fullness of what you are capable of. And it is a process. It is not an all or nothing. It's not all at once. It is something that we do gradually. Because if we don't do it gradually, it will harm you. It will harm you. And I've not so long ago, I did a reading with somebody, and she was like, oh, I went to somewhere and they were opening our Kundalini. That is a lie. That is dangerous. No one can just open your Kundalini. Everyone does have Kundalini, that coil at the base of your spine. But if someone is telling you that they can just open it up, they are misleading you. That is irresponsible. Kundalini awakenings can be very dangerous, can make people very unstable, and you must be in a container or working with someone. As I have gone through a Kundalini awakening, I worked with my doctor and practitioner regularly as I did my work. And here's the thing, as we move out of the old world and into the new, we need our Kundalini. We need it to rise, but it must rise responsibly, or you or anyone can lose their mind. It is a dangerous thing. And the experience that I have had from it, literally my body is healed. I had illnesses and things going on in my system. My gut has been healed because the energy is purifying and it will heal you. So all my IBS is gone. I still have things going on around, like I need to drink more water. But my weight has stabilized. My nervous system is healed. Like, it is a valuable thing to access because it heals you. But it is not to be fucked around with, because it can also do harm if it is not done responsibly. So that is it, you all. Use the energy today to move into gratitude for all the work you've done, everything you have, the successes you have had, and then get clear about your next steps towards discipline and responsibility as you move forward. How are you going to support yourself? How are you going to contain your energy? How are you going to continue your process of healing and transformation in ways that are beneficial to you and to those that you are in service to? The last thing I want to say is that I am a teacher of teachers. That is what I do. I work with people who are here, for the most part, who are really more, for lack of a better word, further along, shall I say, more dedicated to their own growth, who really see that there's nothing more valuable to do than this work. Those are the people that are my clients. They realize that this work is the work that is going to change their lives, and that they're up to that. They're not up to anything else. They're up to literally embodying their power, and they are serious and devoted to it. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. If you also, the final thing, today is Venus Day. If you want to donate, if this work is valuable for you, you can do that at my Cash App, which is $ Monique Ruffin, or at my Venmo, @ Monique-Ruffin, or at my PayPal, MoniqueCRuffin.com. Peace and blessings, everyone. MoniqueCRuffin.com. MoniqueCRuffin@gmail.com. MoniqueCRuffin@gmail.com is the PayPal. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.